What do you make of the Knicks so far against the Heat, and who do you favor in this series moving forward?
I thought they were pretty good in game two. I thought I was shocked just to see how Miami was able to stay in it as long as they did. And if anything, it felt like Miami kind of gave it away there in the end. I feel like they had a really good chance to win that game. But we all know this series is going to come down to Jimmy Butler's ankle. If Jimmy Butler's healthy, Miami's got a really good chance. And if not, I feel like they've got no chance whatsoever. I think getting Julius Randle back is going to give New York a nice boost offensively, just to take some pressure off of Jalen Brunson, not have RJ Barrett out there feeling like he's got to give you 20 every game because we know how up and down he is. But I think, you've seen just how much big of an impact Spo has been able to make so far with his adjustments, the way he's able to find open shots for these guys like Max Strus and Caleb Martin. He's getting the most out of all of these dudes. And I think if you put Jimmy Butler back in the mix, this Heat team can be really dangerous on any given night. But if he's not healthy, then I think Jalen Brunson and Julius are just going to be too much. And I feel like the Knicks' depth overall is going to start kicking in after a while.
Jay, you ready to admit you were wrong about the Heat once again?
No.
Okay. Well, you're wrong about the Heat.
What was I wrong about the Heat with?
Heat culture. You know what's coming. You know what's coming for the Knicks.
Yeah,
they could barely beat Gabe Vincent the other night. They barely beat Gabe Vincent.
Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin were killing those dudes. Just killing those dudes. And then they're another team. It's like, how did they get stops with that roster? They got Kevin Love. They got Duncan Robinson. It's like they're getting stop after stop. They're going zone with like 4 dudes that are 6'3".
Eric Spoelstra is a wizard. You talk about this Harry Potter shit. Eric Spoelstra's an actual wizard.
Yeah,
I can see Spo being a Ravenclaw for sure. Don't you agree, Zach?
I'll tell you what, though.
Baltimore?
I'll tell you what, though.
Ravens have claws? Talons? I don't know if that counts as a claw.
I'll tell you what, though. Julius Randle made some patient passes in game 2. Julius Randle,
I guess technically a claw is a talon is a claw. Okay. Julius Randle.
Julius Randle was facilitating. Julius Randle, he is so much bigger than most of their wings. And Jimmy Butler coming back changes that to some extent, but Julius Randle is still huge and super physical. And whether they go zone, whether they go man, if he's patient.
You know who else was bigger than most of their wings? Giannis and Chris Middleton. Where are they?
They are.
But yeah, tell me more about Julius Randle.
I think Tibbs is make a few more adjustments than my man Bud did in that first round series.
Make adjustments? When has Tibbs made an adjustment?
Well, I'll say the one good thing I saw him doing game 2, he was like, "Hey, Duncan Robinson, if you're on the court, we're going directly at you every single time." He didn't
you have to. Like,
he didn't let Duncan Robinson live at all in that second game. And I think we got to see more of that from the Knicks, just attacking some of those mismatches, especially getting Brunson. I feel like he just got to shake free and have a big game, because I feel like that's when you see the most confidence with the Knicks, is when he's getting to the basket, doing that kind of herky-jerky stop and start offense. And I think that kind of frees everybody up. But I agree with Jay too, though. I feel like Julius just getting downhill, putting pressure on the Knicks. I think it's going to be big, because that's going to make it tougher for them to keep Kevin Love out there. Caleb Martin's too small to defend him. And when he's putting pressure on the rim, that allows Mitchell Robinson to get more offensive rebounds. And that's going to kind of slow the pace down the way the Knicks need it to be.
I just think that the only chance the Knicks have is Jimmy's ankle. Like, that's the only. I don't see how this is a matchup that is conducive to the Knicks in any way if Jimmy's 80%.
Yeah, I'm still operating under the belief that the Heat just are not very good at basketball.
I mean, Bam isn't in the playoffs, but Jimmy Butler is better than everybody on the court. And he's just a motherfucker who's like, screw this, we're going to win. It's why they were like they played 1,000 clutch games this year. Because he's just
Preparing for
like,
this moment.
we're not doing this. Like someone needs to be an adult here. And Jalen Brunson is an adult for the Knicks, but Jimmy's a bigger adult. And it's just nothing you can do. If he's relatively healthy, there's nothing the Knicks can do. They have no one to guard him.